Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Republic of Amalfi series here on the Lord Master channel, in which a 36-year-old, what's your name again? Lambert, of course, Doge Lambert, the Sword of God, who's married to the Russian Alexandra, in which he continues his great work for the Great Trade League as he is the guild master now. But soon he's going to have to build up the assets in order to create the center of trade, which will make Amalfi the capital here, a major center of trade, which will provide us with free goods and shipments. But the owner needs to support it in the long term. And maybe one day, it may not happen in this episode, possibly the next, or in 2 episodes, where we'll forge a Golden Bloodline. Which to do so, we gotta make more trades. You gotta get it up to 100, as well as having 500 assets, 3,000 gold, master trader, and also house the documents, the trade league documents of mine. And we have found a resource in my domain, which is in Amalfi, of course. This is currently in the works, as we found a silver mine here, as we recall, and all that sort of thing. Trying to think. So we will continue to make money, spend money, all kinds of good business and all that, as well as making investments to build buildings that would help us improve the income and all that. Hang on. Including here in Sarno. Since I'm the owner of Sorrento. Oh, you already have a castle walls to the max. Needs more of this. There you go. Now you may want to save that for just the near future. Popo, the designated heir of Ursel, and oh crud, not again. Popo has been named heir to the Latin Empire, so I am raising him to be the potential emperor, which in fact he will be, because the Empress is 50 years old, no children, so therefore it will pass on to my son, the future emperor of the Latin Empire. That means I gotta name another son of mine, the next heir to the Republic of Crete, possibly Amalfi as well, and as well as the whole house of the patrician house of Ursel. So that continues the revolving door. So now it'll be Hildebrand, which I'm not quite sure, because he may be good looking, secretly Slavic, but I believe, let me see, I know it's kind of early, but I kind of want Gundo to be running the Republic. He still has plenty of years. Papa will be going because he has what it takes to be a diplomat and a formidable fighter for the defense of the Latin Empire and all that. So we gotta come up with the future. Otherwise, it's going to continue with that revolving door line succession. Oh, and by the way, before he even becomes an emperor, that boy must get married immediately, so he can have children, so the line of Popo through the Latin Empire can truly begin. So you need someone to accompany you. Ah, here's an idea. Well, I don't know about that, because an alliance with the Avars would be rather interesting, but they're all in hiding. You sure? Okay, when they're in hiding, that means and all that. Think. I was just thinking in my head. Okay. Okay, so maybe not the Avars. Who's the successor of the Cognate? Oh, I forgot. They do Agnatic nomad succession, because there's still nomads in Pannonia. Oh, lucky you. Betrothed to a Serbian woman of Kotor, which, you know, is from there. Dalmatian. Trying to think, because I originally had interests in going up to Dukla territory. But of course, the Republic of Ragusa is always around. Especially the one with those so much money that they'd be willing to, would be willing to do, you know, all these sort of things. Think about it. Okay. So not Papa. Just check again. Double check. Nope, does not say heir to Republic of Crete. I'd rather have Gundo because he's 11. He will be turning 12 this year. And again, I'm still determined to give most of these children a martial education, whether they like it or not. And see if any of them will be willing to become secretly Slavic as well. Because I still have plans with that old Slavic faith of theirs. I'm naming Gundo as heir to the Ursul and the Republic of Crete. Only because he's heir to the Land Empire. And you know what happens if he takes the Land Empire title and designated as Ursul? That means he does not inherit, so therefore I do not technically play as that character. So he's unplayable at this point. It's just how it works. Oh, and do not forget that you're still spending money to improve these hospital structures, just to prevent future diseases from ever coming to the Republic of Amalfi. Ah, the old Assyrian has passed away naturally. You were very, very helpful to us. I used to be Assyrian once in an old series long ago. And don't give me any ideas that I would do a new Assyrian series. Unless I were to do a Crusader Kings 3 series of it, but that would have to be in a Shattered Realm mod or something like that. Just don't give me any ideas. Needs a new court decision. Why do you say needs? Quit talking like that. Let's build a soup kitchen. Thrice. You know, the other day, which was last night actually, I was looking up the title history of Monte Sant'Angelo. Like back then, we were curious about how did this area, who was once held by the Duke of Benevento, became an independent county for 180 years until it was inherited, never conquered, but inherited by the Castriotic dynasty. Since then, it's been 20 years, nearly 20 years since Monte Sant'Angelo's been taken over by a Croatian dynasty. But to be honest, I'd rather see Monte Sant'Angelo be returning to its independent state. But, however, there's only 3 claimants. And they're all 30-some-odd-year-old women. One of which is landed, so that won't do. This one's already married to a landed character. This one's married to Polish, so therefore, Polish culture. It's inheritable, right? Will not be inherited unless pressed into war. Female rulers. Invite her to court. And that man is the heir to a bishopric of, Włocławek. Again, my pronunciation of Polish language isn't the best. As we all know from the EU4 series whenever the Commonwealth is brought up. So again, I'd rather see Monte Sant'Angelo be independent, but ruled by a Langobard briefly. But the question is, well, actually, father's going to go away. Well, what does this mean for the children? Is one going to be... Well, one's going to have to run Monte Sant'Angelo eventually. Then the other would have to go to the bishopric. Well, actually, no. Bishopric's not... is not hereditary. That's a silly thought. Even though personality-wise of her, yeah, she may be fat, but she's gregarious, slothful. Oh gosh, she's a bad person, but regardless, she's of kin. So they were residing in the Duchy of Coevia. Come here. Hermelinda. I will politely invite her by offering her prestige, because prestige always works. I usually give up to the highest amount. Which, again, the opinion of... What's your opinion of me? Since we're kin. Yeah, legendary. Also, you are slothful, so I don't know. But let me give you a little bit of... It's not too distant to interact with. It is not too distant to interact with. Well, crud. Well, best of luck then. But since we're related in some capacity, I mean not closely related, if I bring her over here, and we know that Duchess Anna is a female ruler, and it's under a regency, I'd be willing to fight a war for Monte Sant'Angelo to revive its independence. And then the children will take it over. I mean, sure, their children would be of Polish culture, but they might go for Langobard, since obviously Langobard and Polish culture are way too separated. There's no way they'll introduce Polish culture in Italia. That's silly. We just wanted to simply see it to go become independent and have an alliance to basically, in a lack of better term, and I'm using EU4 terms, guarantee its independence. Because of our trade post there. I mean, I don't own trade posts. I used to. But that was long ago. But you get the idea. It's just I was fascinated by the recent history of Monte Sant'Angelo. Shortly after spread of the word, I'm seeking an employ of a court decision. A Jewish exile so appeared in my court. The exiles introduced themselves as Dime Samdong. Samdong. And explained that he served as a physician to many rulers before, and such offers his services to me in return for fair pay. I don't know about you, but I'll accept your generous offer. Again, Monte Sant'Angelo. No cities, but it's got 3 baronies and a bishopric. That's pretty much it. There's a high demand for gems, and the trade league is buying all the shipments they could find. They'll offer a maximum market value for it. Okay, but I recall I sent the caravans out. I don't know if I ever sent them to a place to get gems. When they return, let me show. Okay, she's here. Well, there you go. We could push for Monte Sant'Angelo now, but wait for the disease to clear out. Because that disease of consumption started in Barrion. It's localized, so it'll take a while. So when the disease goes away, we'll fight the war for Monte Sant'Angelo, and then eventually we'll send our ships up to Cook, and then take them out too. Getting a little sickly, I see. Yeah, I'm actually going for that plan because, again, wanted to see it independent, establish an alliance to guarantee its independence forever and ever. Okay, let's see. Stack of wool cloths. I mean, yeah, I have them, but I ain't gonna use them. So, whatever makes me a little bit of money. Oh, by the way, does this count as a trade? 38. 39. There you go. A trade is a trade. Alright, Alexandra, you are no longer stressed. Now we can get back to work together. Now, Misuretta. 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 Oh, I got it confused with Misurata. Misurata, Libya. But no, it's Misuretta in Messene. So you done took it back. Oh, from way over there? Oh, he is. Okay. I'll press some big promises. He's still for keeps. Now, anyways, why Monte Sant'Angelo? Why is it so important to me? Because it used to be an independent entity, and I like to see it go back to its state. And plus, being ran by what the hell? Catholic Papal Revolt. Even the baronies rebelled. Oh, it's part of the Papal Revolt. That's a separate conflict. And it's also fighting against the war against tyranny. Now, I've recently did some reading on the history of Monte Sant'Angelo before I get down to this. Brush that aside. Oh, actually, put it this way. Yes, the castle of Monte Sant'Angelo still exists today. It's open to the public for visitors. And after they did a census back in August 31st last year, over there in Monte Sant'Angelo, Italy, where about 11,000 people live there, and the majority of them are a bunch of retired elderlies. And young people who live in Monte Sant'Angelo often leave the city to find work elsewhere. Again, I was slightly fascinated by this place. And obviously, that the name Monte Sant'Angelo means the mountain or Mount Saint Angelo. Just one of those many, saints. And all that. Now, it's just a thing with me, all right. I'm at a loss for words, all right. I mean, I could be telling more of the history, but I don't have anything with me right now. So again, the operation's in danger due to a severe crackdown on corruption in my preferred markets. The smuggler operation is in danger of breaking down. I need to invest heavily to bribe more people to dispose of stolen products if I want to guarantee the future operation. I might even need to find new markets. I'll pay what is needed. I thought I already sent the caravans out. Do I have them again? No, I sent them out. They just haven't returned yet. So save your money if you're going to be buying some trade goods. And I doubt that gems is one of them. Alright, Gundo, the new heir. Since I'm secretly Slavic, I should be getting an event to try to induct him into the faith. So, wait a moment. Alright? In addition, wait for the disease to be cleared. Read him about the Slavic legends. Hey, kinswoman, you're not secretly Slavic, are you? Just kind of look at you. No, you're not. Because figuring that you're married to a Polish and the Polish people were formerly Slavic pagans. So I thought they kept the faith. No, they got rid of it entirely. They don't need to go back to that. The council says no, because a lot of them owes favors to. But if I were to defy it anyway, that would be an act of tyranny. Probably the first and only time I may do so. He is secretly Slavic. I don't care. You're getting a martial education whether you like it or not. You have agile. That's good to know. So we need someone like you. Holy crud. Yep, he's secretly Slavic, just like every one of us. Alright, the caravan's returned. What do we get? Just buy anything. It counts to the trade, so... Barrel of alcohol, buy it. Silver ingots, buy it. And I do recall sending a second caravan out, so it should return shortly as well. Ill treatment, so she might die of the flu very soon, and it will be succeeded by a woman who's married to this countess from a faraway land. Got up the city walls. Translation house. Now save up. Lately I've heard nothing bad but of Mayor Gumput. From whispers of incompetence at court to documents proving his corruption slipped under my bedroom door last night. At night. I refuse to believe the accusations and ordered investigation source which revealed the involvement of him. You will pay for this. You're the one who was crazy about the undead. I remember. Don't you think that I don't. You must have thought I was born yesterday. Alright, he's comely in addition to being agile. It's in the family's blood. Plus, I need to educate him. I need to raise him. Because I want to have full control of his destiny. Even though I got a pretty good martial skill myself. In addition to learning, I could be of good to him. Take a drink. My cynical comments have made people look things my way, and I've created more cynics. No way they will keep up with me. A famous bard named Guido has arrived at my court. Lured by tales of my family's trust towards all artists and craftsmen, he hopes to join my court and offers his services as illustrious patron of art design. Of course, you are welcome. We need more talented people like you. Replacing you with, whoa, Jewish counselor. Yep, yes sir. Think. Whoa, really? The current rector of Ragusa is not the freaking equivalent to a millionaire? What happened to the old guy? He died? Assassinated. And he didn't put enough money to his campaign fund. Therefore went to there. Plus, that was a relatively new house. Oh, yeah, due to the ones that died off due to diseases, the plague, he inherited all the money, and the money went to him. So, the Republic is weak right now. And plus, that is not a Dalmatian name. But since he is Dalmatian origin, Dominic. I guess it is. It's a new house. Don't question it. Well then. if I want to fight a war, well, it has to be in an area that nobody disturbed it, which clearly it has. Because that's how everything works. Let me see. Okay, then the case might be stronger. But I do remember this one other area in Dratz as part of a now separated Dukla. Grand Prince, but can't declare war because you do not have a Constable. But however, you can take their trade post. Dratz, right. Dratz, yeah, there you go. But the council says no, don't do it. Don't you do it. Yeah, unfortunately, he's a great counselor, so the man's got a lot of influence. But do I need to defy the council? I mean, look at us. We're a much stronger republic than Ragusa during their heyday. But, you know, we should build more ships. More ships that transport this across, since you have more soldiers than you've had before. So we need more shipyards. Yeah, check the shipyards of each of the bishoprics. Those that don't have it, build it. We gotta finance them. I mean, it's enough that we have it, but still, would be ideal. So however, we could send troops across, take the trade post, bait up Ragusa, or just take the whole damn coast by fabricating a claim, which would be a much better idea. I think that's what you could do. Because I really want to establish a presence in Kotor. Why? Look at this. It's part of the royal tract. You know, the same royal tract that led to Laconia, which we wasted so much valuable time trying to take that. And so we found a new target, and we want to get closer to Ragusa to beat our competitive rival at their own game. But do not underestimate Ragusa, because they may have allies. Even if they don't have allies, they could negotiate with one. Urbino has been significantly growing as of late. But we shouldn't view them more suspiciously. Maybe one day we could become allies instead of a rival republic dealing with Ragusan interests. So therefore, let's proclaim it. We have to take Kotor. Yeah, Kotor, Dukla. I could see that being as a base for Amalfi. And a possible place to escape to, or just create an entirely new vassal within there. Because the idea of a metropolitan of a Dalmatian origin seems odd. I mean, historically, there was the Prince Bishopric of Montenegro. I don't know about that. A theocratic vassal within a merchant republic seems odd. It is odd enough for them, but what about under us? I'll take it under advisement, so for now, try to fabricate a claim. Actually, you cannot. And why not? You can only fabricate the claim of those that are neighboring you. Oh, yes, those are the rules. You need to sabotage province in order to do that other thing. Hang on. Sorry, Alexander, but I need a loyalist. Interestingly, a heretic. But, hey. Where gets you started? Kotor. Think, 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 think. Okay. Step 1. Where is it? Claim province. Here you go. Once your spy master is given a task to sabotage a province, you can order him to try to forge a claim in his assigned province. A long time, measured in years, might pass and many things can happen while the process takes its course. Given a cultural angle, these claims, the learning of my character, together with the realm learning, are powerful modifiers for this action and produce good results. As Grimaud Landolfidi, my spy master works on the target province, I decided to attempt to lay a claim there, personally getting involved in the process while using my skills to benefit in the long run. I'll employ subterfuge. But remember, Monte Sant'Angelo, your first target, KOTOR second. You got that, Chief? Serena Hilt. Cyprus is too weak. That's a single county. Oh, by the way, don't forget about the future emperor. You ought to get him married to somebody more. Aha! Look! The Duchess of Dalmatia is still available. Well, there's good reasons for that, but I thought about taking it for myself. For one, I have a non-aggression. But Dalmatia to Latin Empire. To border with Ragusa. Yes. Expand the empire. Strengthen it. Good idea. And I only pay a very small bride price of 8. She would prefer a matrilineal marriage, but we said no. Popo is very important. And hopefully, you'll get married in a couple of years, and then you'll have children. Ah, yes. Here's the gold. Don't want to lose the alcohol. Accept it. You'll be betrothed to the future emperor. And you will be the Duchess of Dalmatia and the Empress of the Empire. She's got no heirs. And we don't want to let some local Croat to run things here. And yes, with his military acumen, he will definitely. Although I could send him to university, but no, I don't need that. Plus, there's reasons. If you do that, that would break any betrothals. We don't want to do that. It's already been decided. Peasant revolt in Canine. Hopefully you can stop that. Probably not. Oh. Guess not. I think those up in Canine will free themselves. Mind if we propose for an alliance? Doesn't like me. Hey. Help him out. Try to improve relations with the Duchess, then we'll negotiate for the alliance, or, well, since it's a peasant revolt by technical sense. I will get you braver than me. You may have picked it up from me, but... Send the ships. We don't need an alliance. It's a peasant revolt. They're technically hostile to anyone they see. Don't move. We're intervening right now. May want to land in Olmish. Ragusa is attacking Zeta, that's Dukla, for the city of Ribnica. A master forgery. One day I was approached by my spy master that brought my presence an individual with unusual talents. The proposal is to forge a document that legitimates my claim to the province I targeted earlier. It's expensive, but worth it. Nothing's too expensive for the Doge. Oh, actually, hold that thought. Dalmatian forces and Padua are taking care of them now. They got rid of them. So, never mind then. Actually, the disease is beginning to clear. Actually, land in the coast of Abruzzo to Loritella. Land here. Prepare for the war to get Monte Sant'Angelo, because the disease that originated in Barion is clearing. My son Hildebrand. Who's also secretly slogged, but is more into stewardship, and I'm not particularly interested. A new rival. As my claim process advances, I know that the interests of Papa Urso were places being checked to the point of forming a new rivalry. I need friends, not enemies. Not my son! Well, there goes the future alliance for the Empire of the Latins. God dog it. The disease is clear. Oh, here's the new Duchess. Then that means the claim is lost, because it's not under a regency. Heir to the County, Visconti. That seems a little contradictory. Well, crud. We're too late. But, do not worry. Do not worry. There's the Ragusa plan for Kotor. Hey. You know, since he's the heir and he's a child, we gotta kill her immediately. But not right now, because we're trying to forge a claim there. Once the claim is forged, send a spy network to over there. Or else. Serene Province in Monte Sant'Angelo now. Oh, the Avars. Oh. Yeah, you can have her. Finally. You'll be married to the Kagan. And he likes making tributaries out of anybody he sees. Dukla is a county. It's been reduced to it. No, it's always been that way. It's just now they're going to lose their city to Dukla. No, god dang it, Ragusa. You're having trouble. If you're stammering. Yes, pay the money. Oh, you can create a center of trade now. Make your capital a major center of trade. It will generate free goods and shipments. Spend 2,000 ducats for this. As guildmaster, I have a lot of connections and influence in the trade league. With provincial taxes and tariffs, I've managed to attract the traders away from their favorite markets into my territory. To retain them, I'll need to support the market personally with occasional gifts. So, with Amalfi now center of trade, local tax modifier up, and trade value up even more. Huh. Okay. Come back to friendly territory. Again, I want Monte Sant'Angelo to be free again. But we need to get rid of her. It would have been interesting. Boy, they call this Pulp the Butcher. The silver mine is finally done. Okay. New task. Quick, send in the shipments. Here's the alcohol. And Superga. That name's familiar. No, not related. Just some ugly woman. I cannot accept. I don't have the money. The Aerodrome of Aragon. Aragon used to be in that territory. But now we're interested in Monte Sant'Angelo. I would love to have a debate with one of the council members so I can get a favor for them to support my upcoming actions. Either or. It would be good for the trading. You might become my future apprentice. Now that I think about it. No, you're not having that Republic of Crete title. It means a lot to us. Duchess Dalmatia, ally with us, will ya? Is an adult. Okay, I understand. She's probably too young to understand the concept of geopolitics. Huh? This is a definite moment when the claim demanded by myself will be heavily tipped in my favor. Its success depends heavily on the intrigue of the character and the realm intrigue. That's very good. Let's give the performance of a lifetime. As lots of mental work must be done to unveil the claim in order to increase the chance of being successful. The intrigue stat of the character and the realm intrigue score are powerful modifiers, so there's no way we'll screw this up. My subterfuge plan, the claim of promise I want, has gone in the best of ways. It will help tremendously in the final chance of success of mine in Denver. Good news. You'll have it very soon. I can't do it. As much as I would like to spend it. Oh, what did you do? When I say sabotage province, what did you do, Dakota? Sabotage defense. Oh, actually, that's good. When we come over there. But you got 2 years, so... Okay, Kotor first. Monte Sant'Angelo second. For the next 5 years. Okay, for once for the Republic. For the good of the realm. I'm not that worried. You got the wrong one, you dummy. We gotta kill 2 birds with 1 stone with this. More bags of meats. Hey! How'd you like to get married by one of my, how about young, Hildebrand? Imagine having 2 empires running by our dynasty. She'll say no to that because matrilineal. Of course you would. think you're better than me? An assassin peasant rule. Yes, he's getting on and will still be ready for presentation. What's Camp 1? No, let it be for now. Huh? What? While we are walking along, my private guards, my faithful, Ephraim, that's the Jew, came to me one morning with an idea of organizing a large meeting of foreign rulers, a diplomatic extravaganza full of activities. I take advantage of the dynamic created in order to further my objectives. Of course, this would have a price, and the gains may will be the cost. We had this event before, but I hope I have what it takes. And I'm a game master. So I ordered to prepare for the venture. Hang on. He'll organize a major meeting to foreign powers, might include vassals, where a host of different actions might happen. Be aware that with any diplomatic overture might win or lose in the long run. Also be aware that your chancellor's stats in all fields, especially diplomacy stewardship, will be tested to define success of the whole affair. And my stats will be tested too, depending on area which will concentrate my attention. Or to prepare for the adventure. They did take the city of Ribinitsa. A lot of short children I have. They got it from me. The what? Mara of Venetia. Well, Republic of Venice was lost. And Papal States now controls Venice. Due to the vassal, Pisa. And if she doesn't get children anytime soon, he'll take it over and he'll distribute it to whomever's going to run things. Think. Yeah, what's going on up in northern Italy? For the good of the Republic? Okay, I'll take this. While meanwhile, send in the shipments. The meats. Ask for 3 loans, and then wait 1 month for the income to come. And you will be fine. Okay, the meeting is here. A great day has arrived, full of meaningful and empty words, whispers and agnostic silences. My Ephraim has tried his best to organize the venture in an interesting way, with several diplomatic round tables and Thomas Rocks eating the good delicacy. Well, since I'm a game master, maybe we should invite a few select individuals to my gaming table. So let's find some interesting characters to risk wealth in games of luck. Because I'm out of money. Some of my stat streaks will be tested. My intrigue is high. I'm not quick, not a genius. I am shrewd. Not deceitful. Not weary. I ain't dull either. Nor am I honest. Not so, not imbecile. So, how about it? Fate voglio. What is that? Anyways, I attend the gaming table full of confidence in my luck. A very distinguished crowd stands around, all trying to impress each other. All gauge the other players in search for a weakness. I really like how they did that art image for that. The guy who made the Dark Ages mod. Also, what the heck is that? Pogosania. Those are Prussians. No, Norse. Yom's Vikings taking over Prussia. Anyways. Play for land? What is this, the Mahabharata? That can happen if somebody were to offer the land and then I win the land. I don't need land. I got my own land target. No. Use your words. You're targeting someone else's land. We're trying to make claims of it, so... Money is more important right now, so let's play for gold. Small losses. I passed the day playing together with the other players as the hours go by in spite of my full involvement. The sum I lost was not much compared to what was at stake. How much? 40 gold. Darn it. Next time I fare better. Thought we were going to play cards or something, not dice. But anyways, my international relations extravaganza come to an end. I can only hope it was successful, and the knowledge that the whole affair depends on the skills of my chancellor. You know, since I lost that game, it's a good thing I didn't bet on land. You may never know that Acera or Aversa would have been given to somebody else. And then I would be extremely mad and fight a war over for it. But anyways, thanks to the stats, diplomacy, education, stewardships, ministry, and all that. So, I have had a successful international meeting. So I got a little more respect around here. That's the first time these guys are actually raiding, but they're not enough to try to devastate them. So it's from the Marshal of the Jobs Vikings. He's also the law speaker. Led by the war chief. This holy order that... Order, fortress. Actually, you can see their loot. How much they're carrying. They're about to get it at the max and bring it back. Last week, I accidentally moved the chair before Adsavan. Kasarta sat down. She fell and got a bruise. To this day, she keeps playing them. Ansa's such a delicate child. Should be given an education. Without an education, you are nothing. What the? Is that the same Tuzla from Bosnia-Herzegovina? Yes. But that land's going to be split, and I'm sure the papacy's going to want that back. Even though it's part of Kingdom of Italy. But he doesn't hold the Kingdom of Italy title, so therefore it's going to be left alone. And it may possibly be ran by either a local Serbian Orthodox, I mean, once he passes, and then maybe eventually it'll be taken over by a local Umbrian. In fact, it's highly likely. It's a rebellious province. How many times do we have to teach you this lesson, Genoa? Says the Pope. Girls will be girls. I ought to keep an eye on you. You may never know that you'll be married to one of my children. If you got good genetic traits, but you're delicate, so... I don't want that. The leader of the migrants approached me one day and offered to help by sharing some knowledge with they have of our sages. They have expected improvement in the relations between our peoples and want nothing more for it. I got the money, so I find more advanced knowledge based on the offer. We got a lot of undecided allies. Only have one loyalist. I really want to increase status of women. It's been stuck under marginal. We need a lot more yes men in the council. So let's make some changes. Yeah, we're making changes. Keeping you because you're in the middle of the task. Also, you need to persuade those great counselors, which is another obstacle. We got so many female characters, and I like to see them more in council positions, not only because of their talent, but more potential loyalists for me to pass more laws. Gundo, you may be craven. In fact, you might become humble or shy afterwards. It's craven, you got that from me separately. I don't know what happened to you. But I hope you become shrewd. I would hate it if you didn't. But the word's the word. In fact, when is your birthday? Again? 11th, okay. Next year, I will introduce him to the realm. Keep it up. It has recovered its population. Duchess Yelena is off to war. Croatian claim on the entirety of this duchy, or the county. No, she wants the county. She doesn't want the whole duchy, she just wants the county. So yes, the petty kingdom of Croatia, not the Banate, petty kingdom. It's ran by an Anglo-Saxon, not Croatian. So that means Monte Sant'Angelo will stand alone again. Oh dear. Here we go again with this. The migrants of the domain have been causing serious damage to the finances of several courtiers with lands in the settled provinces. A lack of action will make me look bad. I need to consider the approach as a problem. Employ soldiers to fight back the migrants. Ouch. While pondering over the guest list for the banquet, I wondered I should invite one of my friends. Of course. Rushed around to try to get everyone to work harder, not smarter. To get everything ready for the banquet. When the guests started to arrive, I waited impatiently for Alexandra, but I still did my best to make sure every guest felt welcome and find its designated place at the table. She told me how glad my invitation made her. During the day, I tend to forget the stars, but at night, how they shine. Far away, I cannot reach them. But I still watch the stars, longing. Sky's the limit. Including for him. Sky's the limit for Gundo. Now he's fighting for another city. Unexpected help. While I was traveling around my domain, I was approached by none other than Guido von Kanye. Yeah, the steward. With a very good suggestion regarding a personal claim I'm working on. There's a price to pay for such help, but it might increase the chance of success for the future. No favors. may offer a lump sum to him. I know exactly. Oh, no. I can show you, convince him to stop. Use my diplomatic skills, convince him to stop antagonizing me. It does belong to the Ursula, so I could fight for a city and expand there, but I don't need that. Read are the legends. You want my advice? That it'll cost you. It's about time, you spender. It's about time you earned your pay. Oh, please let it be. I'm trying to time it. I summoned many into my study where I pursued a reader about the Slavic legends. I could tell from the first minute I had a real challenge ahead of me. The lass was fidgeting in her seat and played with her sleeves. However, I was not expecting her to shout at me when I brought up Perun. I will give this one more try. A very low chance, and now she hates my guts. Thank you very much for the money. This time around, instead of lecturing, I've tried to have a conversation with Mia and listen patiently to what she had to say. Sadly, even though she was more than willing to listen to me as well, her opinions were set in stone. She refused to question things that the priest had taught her. Oh, Perun, I have failed you. Yes, I pray to Perun more than God. Excuse me. More pikemen would be good. The claim unfolds. My plan to forge a claim in the foreign province was successful thanks to the variety of different factors. My possible high learning skill, events that happen along the way, even luck, influenced this positive outcome. Marvelous. Now we're ready. And you sabotaged Kotorga. Now what did you do? Defenses are sabotage, but it won't for long. You incited unrest. Well, since he's over there now. And Monte Sant'Angelo can wait for later. You can forget about assassinating the Duchess. She's about to lose that island of hers. Now, what do you say? God. They say yes to that. They don't like the idea of taking trade posts out of cities. Well, there's the city of Ribnica. But no, we want the whole thing because I have this possible idea of creating a theocratic well, actually having a theocratic vassal would be a good thing because it increases the chances of one of your vassal bishops become a cardinal. Because you see, Prince Bishop, secular power. Yes, Marshal Papacy. That's just for example, but I'm looking at the others as an example. See, Prince Bishop. You have a higher chance to become a Prince Bishop or Prince Archbishop. No, that's called Prince Bishopric from within. That's just Prince Archbishop. Actually, Prince Archbishop is the duchy equivalent. There's Prince Bishopric is the county equivalent. Sorry for the confusion. So I'm thinking about expanding the Republic by going up to Duca and turn it into a I mean, we are kingdom tier, so I could see this being a Catholic Prince Archbishopric of Dukla. As not only a place to have a foothold next to Ragusa whenever we fight in wars, but it's also for eventually one day there will be a Langobard Pope. That is my grand plan, and we shall go with it. He may bring mercenaries, but I ain't scared. We will go for this plan. Gather around. Don't bring in the vassals. Use your skills. Keep forgetting about those guys from over there, because I apparently own those cities and I never invested in them. Son of a beeswax, I do. And I never even bothered. Probably give it to some lowly mayor or vassal, since I'm about to take this land and a few other places. And don't forget about Monte Sant'Angelo, okay? Got an artifact. The university sent me this. Thank you very much. Hey, over here. Ah, Gundo. You'll be diligent. Or deceitful. And don't worry about that disease over there. Don't worry, the epidemic's resistance is higher in Amalfi. It's just the improvements of the hospital is still in the works. Here's a leper colony for future reference. Okay. Ready? To Koto. To the Bay of Koto. Of course they would bring mercenaries. Lots of them. In this case, land in Dukla, since they're heading to Koto on February 3rd. The army will be... I'm not sure when they'll be landing, but I think it's better safe than sorry if we can establish ourselves in Dukla. It's the river crosses that will protect us. Oh, crud. I mean, they'll suffer a river crossing. Oh, yeah, the King of Egypt, who's still in Amalfi. We'll be dealing with this first set of reinforcements, and then these guys are going to come in a week later. And then we'll take the objective. But unfortunately, we're going to be outnumbered here. Switch to a war focus. A higher martial skill means you have a better chance of... Oh, I don't know, because since I'm Craven, but... Whenever you fight on these battles, there's a chance you may get rid of that and replace it with Brave. If the idea doesn't work, bring mercenaries. So we'll take care of the initial forces, bringing their morale down. And here comes enemy reinforcements. Fortunately, this is plains of Dukla. So, I will never surrender a fight. More of a defensive person. We killed a lot of them. Doctor of Philosophy. Hey, can we recruit you? Yes, you can. You'll be a philosophical tutor around here. for those that can't afford to go to the university. What a battle. Now let's go for Kotor. The defenses are sabotaged. Sobislav has recently arrived in Amalfi. He's Wendish, Pomeranian also known as. So, on the campaign to take the rightful titles within the Duchy of Poitou from Duke Alderic. Your blessing and wish free support here in Amalfi for my growing army. You can recruit here. But I can't ask for full support because I'm in the middle of something. Since the defense is sabotaged, it's going to go down fairly quickly. Take advantage of this. No siege masters. Cavalrymen. Sell the stones. Yes, you can recruit. Okay, hold on. I just remembered something. Said you spent a great deal of your years making claims and all that. Should prepare your next caravan. Feeling lots of funds. Send some of my levy. Go send them. What do we got? Linen, pottery. Simple. Shorter distance. So, I will not run Kotor myself. I think the idea of a theocratic vassal within a republic may be a good idea in theory, but we wanted to replace it with a Catholic and not Orthodox. That was the church. Now you gotta deal with this barony. And then the city of Cattaro. Girls will be girls. Oh, I forgot to introduce the realm to you. But as soon as it's over, I will introduce you to the realm. Once I'm not a commander. Nobody against me. $93. One more holding to go. And I think you might as well assault it and just get it over with. %. I gained a Prince Bishopric. The land is mine. Except for this Dalmatian mare here. He can stay. Send the retinue back. Holders of a wrong holding type. We need a Langobard priest. Somebody pious. And good learning. You're the one for the job. What's this place called? Bar. Right. Bar. It's possible to create a theocratic vassal within. Oh, and by the way, if there's a peasant revolt, then I'm gonna blame myself for that. Right. Excuse me. I mean, it is a church, but I cannot create a new vassal. But if I give whoever wants bar, such as that man we brought in. Oh, where is it? Here it is. Would it create a republic vassal, or include lower titles, dummy? Give me a thing. Give me a second. Okay, I actually figured it out. I actually remembered because I did it on practice the other day when I was not recording. Forget about me wasting piety to look for suitable priests. And instead, we should grant that county, Kotor. Here's how it's gonna work. You may grant Kotor to a new steward, priest, or military governor of either of your own culture and religion, or of the local provincial culture and religion if different. We know it's Serbian Orthodox around here. They never made a Dalmatian, so would you like to grant Kotor and any own subholdings to a military governor, priest, or a steward? A learned priest. You may choose to hire a Langobard Catholic leader to govern Kotor at cost, or you may appoint a local leader from Kotor to govern, which will be. So in other words, we could either appoint a Serbian Orthodox priest, so it'll be for a metropolitan again. But I don't want that. Send a Langobard Catholic priest, which will cost you, and this amount of gold will be transferred to the new governor. And here it is. Prince Bishop Watso. He is tiny, but he is strong. Diligent, gluttonous, erudite, content. Well, he's got the makings of it. And since he's a powerful council, I'm gonna make you the new court chaplain. And you'll be a loyalist too. To get what I want. And your duty is to do it up. Don't go to Rome. Proselytizing would take time, but I have no desire to convert. That's at his behest, if he wishes to convert the culture. No, the religion from Orthodox to Catholic locally. That's at his behest. Yeah, leave it alone. Now, we've got the Prince Bishop. There's reasons why. Italian culture group. Secular power compared to a regular old cardinal. Secular power plus 70. You see? That's why. And in future, expanded to Dukla and Travunia to create the Prince Archbishopric of Dukla, or whatever is the Italian name for the whole area, possibly Zeta, since that's the alternate Serbian name of that area, for that. And one day we will fight for the city of Ribenica, and then subsequently fight against the Zupan of Dukla for Dukla. And it will be joined with the Prince Bishopric. And then fight against Travunia, against the Grand Prince there. And then it's ours. But again, ultimately the reason why Kotor is to have a Balkan port to be right next to Ragusa during hostilities. And closer connections to the Latin Empire that may be expanded in the future, should Duchess Maria live. Oh, and I got one more thing. As we're sending him back to Muff. And that's this woman who has that claimant for Monte Sant'Angelo. She's not here again. She went to the Bishop of Africa. She was married to the Kagan. I think I may have sent her, and I didn't notice because I was, of course, Mr. Idiot. So let's bring her back here again. But fortunately, she's close to here, so I'll bribe her a bit. Alright, everybody's home. Yeah. Now, son, time to introduce you to the realm. And once you grow up, we're going to send you to the academy. Absent-minded, just like me. Welcome back. What happened to your old husband? Oh, he became bishop. That's right. Father's a bishop now. Anyways, he picked up the intrigue. At least he's deceitful. Might be of some use to him. He picked up cynical from me. More intrigue to him. Should have given you an intrigue education, but no. I want my boys to be strong. Martial wise. So I'm gonna owe this patrician a favor. It's just for him to get a bit of learning up. One of my courtiers came back today after visiting a cousin living in the town some distance away, and I was offered some precious onions as a gift. Thank you. These would go great in soup. Yes, the new Prince Bishop, Koto, dedicated to St. Peter. Focuses on rulership. My moodiness and tendency to lash out at people is getting worse. I sleep too little and I can't seem to stop worrying. This is a lot of pressure. As the hours go by, I notice when those moods starting to drop. He's always trying his best to impress the visiting vassals, but his vents evidently tearing at him. Hopefully this slump of his mood will pass soon. Send the money, don't send the goods. He lost the marshal. Oh, okay, fine, but that's only because he's my leader of the Great Trade League. Now that reminds me. About to get up to 500 assets. Because I need to store the documents. Hey, just dropped the stewardship skill. You sure? I mean, don't you want to be the second in line to be emperor? I didn't know you served in the army already. Whoa, 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 hey. Calm down. Do not take revenge against me. You are going to Dalmatia one day. But as for you... I mean, I want more male members. It's for practical reasons. I'll tell absolutely not. You're not going to the Knights of Calatrava. $42 years old. No military reforms here. Don't want to spend the money. While having a pleasant conversation, I'm interrupted by the front of Ragusa. Upon further investigation, it seems Gundo's got into a fight with one of the visiting vessels. Gundo and Cosmas Pocarios, heir to the County of Monte Sant'Angelo. They won't be friends, so we made a rival. Of everything he knows. Not good him to where we are. And now I'm friends with this possessed guy. Yeah, I want to win a war. A claimant war. There's still time. Hey. Those who are undecided, I'm gonna tell you too. Hey, Chancellor, support me with this. A caravan's finally returned. Here's the pottery. And here's a bundle of linen cloths. You're halfway done with the trades. You do have 500 assets. What else? Oh yeah, store your Great Trading documents. I will probably store the various paperwork in the Great Trading in my warehouse. So, I have important documents in there right now. The warehouse contains important documents related to the Great Trade League. If you look closely, you could see the writings there. +1 stewardship. That was my philosophical tutor that did this thing. The one that we brought him here. Didn't work for him. Neither is that one. You're making everybody stressed. Erudite. Nobody's actually ever picked up any philosophy? Rejected institutions. God dog it. I could have done more. Let's try to blackmail him. You're a tough soldier now. You'll pick up shrewd. So, here's what we know. He's agile, he's a novice diplomat, trained fighter, shrewd, craven. This, okay, that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And of course he's depressed too. But hopefully with his health benefits, 50 actually cancels out on depressed. As long as he doesn't commit suicide, I'll be alright. You will be the first child from here to be sent to the University of Bologna. Off you go. There's monthly prestige for that. So have fun over there. In fact, same to you, since you're not doing anything. I actually lose prestige by sending him to the universities. Well, he's my rival, so I can't be doing that. Yeah, I know, he's not here right now. So whenever they return, I'll designate him back as heir. We need to get rid of her. So that way it'll be under a regency under him. We'll finally get in and take Monte Sant'Angelo, regain its independence. But this time ruled by an Urso. And then later the Polish children, whether or not they decide to adopt the local Langobard culture. I would even help finance the hospital if I ever had my druthers. Right, take a drink one more time. Camp fever all over Italia. Started in Cosenza. They just can't catch a break, do they? Yeah, we need to get rid of him. Send a spy master. Once she's eliminated, then you got plenty of money, so all the council want to get rid of her, if they wish to be bribed. Even the commanders as well. Land it, so it'll be fine. Legal tutor. Oh yeah, she's definitely gonna be gone in no time. Even a Langobard guy is over there. Yeah, what is he doing over there? I think he came from there. University's response to a promising young student. Oh, I'll definitely find a place for you. You will be the new philosophical tutor. Because the old one isn't... Well, never mind what I just said. You could be good for something. We already have a loyal student. Oh boy, now the migrants, they split up. Some of that is moved to Acera. Once the assassination is gone and then war is declared, then we'll fight for Monte Sant'Angelo, then I will rest. You should go buy some gems. You still have not delivered that trade good. Nor have you prepared the next caravan, but just for starters. The sky is clear and my purse is full. Man servants prepared a cart for me to strongholds to transport any goods to my buy or sell. You got any gems? No. But I'm not coming back empty-handed, so... give me some stone. forces of Croatia over there. Now he owes me a favor as I blackmailed him. Now you'll say whatever I say. Bingo. Now that money should prepare some mercenaries. Okay, where to? Reluctant to do that, but how about Genoa? Rival Republic. What do you got over there, even though you're excommunicated? Linen. Nope. I need more. 2 or 3 trade goods is good. Hides. That's it. But way over there. Jewelry, spices, books. Okay. Never mind. Reminded me to owe him a favor. I'll have to talk prestigious status request in order to be paid. Trade access to the capital in the next 10 years. But I'd be seen as ungrateful if I don't do it. Limited taxation. Well, trade value is what matters, not taxation. So, okay, you'll have trade access to there, but don't let me keep you. It appears that the world of trade is much bigger than anticipated. You discover new ways of making a profit that you wouldn't imagine before. Your journey to become a renowned trader still has a long way to go. The road awaits. Check it. Fisheries of the Amalfi coast for morale of armies and reinforcement radar. Oh, there's something in your hair. I roved my fingers at the place my servant pointed at, and lo and behold, some small clump of dirt was there. Wonder how it got there. She's gonna stay in negative money for a long time. I don't know about you. I rule in the Republic of Amalfi, I says, because I prefer to keep loyalists. God dog it. Plots revealed. Because you guys are taking too long. 2 of my children ate me. Oh, send a caravan. Should be enough. Now, it's there, right? Alcohol shipment additional. Yes, send it. I'll go buy gems later. If there is any. Certainly will. Don't you worry. And I want that woman assassinated so we can start the war, and then I'm gonna go rest. Due to bandits, wars, and epidemics, my center of trade is facing harsh times. Voices of several merchants reach my ears. A donation of high quality goods seem to be the best investment. Yeah, give him that. Renowned scholar, come on in. You have gems. No, they don't. Give me steel. Monetary compensation. Thank you very much. What is going on over there? Publish the marshal? No. Do not bring such petitions for me ever again. But, okay, last event. Because I will end this episode soon. It should have ended earlier, but let's end it now, here. He's insinuating politely that I can learn further and wider array of subjects to be much more efficient if I spent some time each day taking some lessons about the classical period from. I've placed myself in positions to. It's not good for my prestige. On the other hand, the fruit of my knowledge is rather tempting. Yeah, I'm willing to place the effort. Stop on April 1st. I know it's been taking longer than expected with the second part of the plan, but the first plan is complete with this. And furthermore, and I'm also concerned about my stress, which it could end my life before it may do so, which we never know. Knowing how such things can and will happen. Oh god, he's got the camp fever. I forgot this area. Where's Malone? Yes, here. Place is rid of a disease. He's supposed to be the real heir. But at least he's not paranoid anymore. He's just weary now. So I hope he can get well soon. Hope he can get well soon. As he's had a mild treatment. It shouldn't kill him. He should be lucky to be alive, I hope. But I can't guarantee everything, as the disease will slowly go away now. So, hope you enjoyed this episode, ladies and gentlemen. There's just some things that just doesn't go our way. And if it doesn't, then it doesn't. Well, we'll find out in the next episode. But until then, so long for now.